Did you know that sometimes foods will sprout and start growing within that food that is still growing right out of the ground? On this episode, we'll take a look at 6 foods growing within themselves. This phenomenon is called viviparity, which happens when seeds don't enter their final developmental stage, being maturation drying. Nature's design has seeds requiring a set amount of time once they are dried before they can open again and create a new plant. This is heavily dependent on the seed and the climate, but in a northern climate, seeds experience cold temperatures, then wetness followed by warm temperatures before they sprout. Opening a lemon with a big green sprout in it is probably not the most appetizing thing in the world, but it isn't as bad as in other fruits. With that said, lemons sprout within themselves very rarely. Unexpectedly, corn can grow right on the cob inside the husk, which is not all that appealing, but it's still perfectly edible. Seeds that don't complete their maturation drying state will sprout immediately, such as with this corn, which is what we have here with viviparous foods. Viviparity is considered to be a genetic mutation, but is still dependent on the weather for it to occur. Papaya is another food that will start growing a nice little patch of sprouts right in the center of the fruit. Amazing how this is possible with no direct sunlight available. There are a few plants in nature though that naturally grow like this, like the mangrove or Rhizophora mangle. This unique plant grows right on the sides of waterways or even directly underwater, even though the majority of the plant is above water. It sprouts and grows right off the plant in an endless cycle. There are a few different situations that will increase the chances of seed sprouting. Foods kept in the refrigerator are more likely as the cold environment reduces seed dormancy. A perfect example of this is tomatoes. While the most disgusting looking example, as it looks like it has worms inside, they have a greater chance of germinating in the fridge, as the seed cycle thinks the fridge is the winter cycle in nature. Fresh fruits and vegetables purchased at a farmer's market are also more likely to be viviparous. Small farmers will harvest their crop when it is properly ripe and not earlier like what is done with mass commercial crops. Older, more mature produce will have seeds that are more mature and ready to sprout. It doesn't matter the size of the seed either. As you can see here with avocados, their massive seeds can sprout too. The most shocking, interesting, and weird of them all though is the strawberry though. Technically the strawberry is an aggregate fruit, not a berry. Every one of the seeds on the outside of the strawberry can grow into a full plant, but almost all new strawberry plants grown today come from cuttings from an already existing strawberry plant and not from seed.